combination of multiple flip-flop. Okay, first point is clear. Second type, the sequential circuit forming the cascading of flip-flop. Okay, so let's suppose that your flip-flop are cascaded with each other. They will form a sequential type of counter. Okay, I have told you in the previous sessions that when you connect first flip-flop output to the next flip-flop as an input, that is called cascade. Okay, so this counter is a combination of multiple flip-flop, and these flip-flops are cascaded with each other to create a sequential type of counter. Suppose that if you have one flip-flop, okay, what is the maximum states you have for this one flip-flop? Two states are there. Either it is in on position, okay, or it is in off position. And for on we will use 1, and for off we will use 0. So we can use this formula to raise this formula. If we have one flip-flop, so what is the output? 2 raised to our 1 equal to 2 states. If we have two flip-flop, then you can use the formula 2 raised to our 2 is equal to 4. So these are the number of states. Okay, these are the number of states. This is called a binary counter. When your n is less than 2 raised to our n number of state, what we can call it? We can call it as non-binary counter. We can call it as non-binary counter, and n can be represented by greater than equal to log 2 of n. Okay, this if you have n number of flip-flop, then what are the different states? 2 raised to our n is your states. Okay, so let's suppose that this n is equal to 2. You have number of state 2 raised to our 2 is equal to 4. So this is n represent right here the mod. Okay, number will represent the frequency of the last flip-flop. Okay, it is started from the 0 location. Okay, so we have, let's suppose that we have n, this n is equal to 2. So what is the mod? Mod is equal to 2 raised to power 2. So it is equal to 4. Okay, so from 0 it will start, and maximum it will go up to 3, 0 to 3. Okay, so we can say 2 raised to power n minus 1. So 2 raised to power 2 minus 1. So 4 minus 1 equal to 3. Divide it into two types based on clock pulse. Okay, if apply the clock, what is the name of the flip-flop? Then we can name it as asynchronous. This synchronous counter. If there is no clock, okay, needed, then we can call it as asynchronous. Type of counter is a ripple counter. Okay, we can call it as a ripple counter. There is no need to apply this clock pulse. This is the first difference. Faster. Okay, so this is a faster type of synchronous type counter. Okay, it's slower. 7-segment display. Okay, so this is flip-flop number 1. Okay, this is flip-flop number 2, and so on. You can connect n number of flip-flop to generate any type of desired count. Simple one. We can say this one is a complex, and this one is a simple. count zero to 9, it is up counter. And second takeaway, when we count 9 to 0, it is called down counter. Okay, clear? We can count from 0 to 9 or 9 to 0, depending upon the control input. Okay, we can use this counter as a frequency divider. Okay, and time measurement, you can use this counter over there. You can. So these are some applications where we can use these type of counter. The output of the M is given as an input to the N. So how much this particular value, let's suppose that it is calculating from 0 to 9. Okay, after that you have to send the signal to the next counter. So again it will give you the message 0 to 9. That frequency is the frequency which you are using divided by the number of clock mods. Okay, so this is the output frequency. 2 flip-flop. Okay, and they are cascaded. Okay, first flip-flop is mod M, and second flip-flop is mod N. These two flip-flop are cascaded. Then how many possible states are there? M cross N possible states are there.